From across the nation and around the world, for Pacifica Headlines, I'm Jesse Lent. Footage released yesterday by Yemen's Iran-backed Houthi rebels of what they claim is the downing of a Saudi reconnaissance drone over northwestern Yemen. The alleged attack comes one day after the Houthis say they attacked Saudi oil facilities. After 13 nights of intensifying U.S. airstrikes on Iran, the Pentagon suspended the bombing campaign late on Friday, with no U.S. attacks reported over the weekend, according to Reuters. Iran, which has been launching tit-for-tat strikes on neighboring countries that host U.S. bases following each U.S. attack, has also refrained from military strikes for the past 2 days. A senior Iranian official told the news agency yesterday that Iran will halt its own attacks as long as the U.S. does the same. According to the New York Times, U.S. Central Command paused the bombing campaign after President Donald Trump's advisors told him they were running out of targets and expressed worries about further depleting the U.S. weapons arsenal. Iran's spokesperson for the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Esmail Begay, told reporters at a press conference that the U.S. is running out of options. Footage and translation courtesy of Al Jazeera.
America thought Iran will collapse in 3 days and will surrender. Now, after months, America is now stuck in this place, and they are proud of the crimes, which means they are stuck and they are struggling. The Americans are struggling in their current situation. They have caused this. They have done this, and now they are stuck.
In a social media post yesterday, Arakchi said a Ukrainian attack on one of Iran's commercial vessels in the Caspian Sea, which Iran says killed one sailor and injured another, quote, cannot go unanswered, calling it a violation of the UN Charter. Tehran called the apparent attack an act of aggression and said it would defend its national interests and security. Ukraine's diplomatic representative to Iran was summoned over the incident, according to Iranian state media. Arakchi has accused Israel of provoking the attack in an attempt to, quote, drag Europe into its war. Throughout Ukraine's war with Russia, Kyiv has faced Iranian-designed drones deployed by Moscow, and it has offered its drone interception expertise to countries in the Middle East that have been attacked by Iran, according to a report from The Guardian. Iran's condemnation of the alleged fatal attack on the Iranian vessel in the Red Sea coincided with Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky's comments that Russia has been providing satellite data from the Middle East to Iran to enable it to direct strikes in the region. On Saturday, President Zelensky wrote on X that Ukraine had, quote, achieved very strong results with long-range strikes in the Caspian Sea, including vessels used in military cargo shipments involving Iran. The Israeli army has launched a fresh offensive into the countryside of Quneitra province in Syria, detaining a civilian after raiding his home, according to Syria's official Sana news agency. The news agency reports that several Israeli military vehicles entered the village of western Samdaniya on Sunday in the northern countryside. The forces reportedly raided a house, detained a civilian, and later withdrew from the area, the news agency said. In Dara province, Israeli forces advanced before dawn towards the villages of Maraya and Al-Arda in the Yarmouk Basin area, according to the state-run Al-Ikhbariya TV. There was no immediate comment from the Israeli military on the reports. And Troy Jackson, a progressive Democrat and fifth-generation logger from a rural, heavily Republican northern part of Maine, who is the former president of the Democratic-controlled state Senate, has won the race to become Maine's Democratic nominee in the Senate race against five-term incumbent Susan Collins, following Graham Plattner's exit after clinching the Democratic nomination in light of rape allegations, which he has denied. Jackson's victory by a vote of 566 to 5 came on the first ballot of a pop-up state convention the Maine Democratic Party organized in the 17 days since Plattner announced he was suspending his campaign, according to the New York Times.
Today, we begin the work of defeating Susan Collins in November. Susan Collins promised she would only serve 2 terms. She made that promise in the fall of 1996. 30 years later, Susan Collins is still in Washington.
Those are the latest Pacifica headlines for the Pacifica Network. I'm Jesse Lent.